It's a phone call we don't like to make. The call to a plumber. We don't want to deal with those clogs and leaks, but it's part of owning a home, or is it? Home services expert Carrie Atkins says some common plumbing problems can be prevented. How so?
Most of the calls that we deal with in plumbing is a clogged toilet, a clogged drain, or a leaky faucet. And while we can't prevent all of those things from happening all the time because things happen and stuff breaks, there are some things that homeowners can do to minimize some of that. So with a clogged toilet, it's not pretty, but it's just reality that if with your toilet, you only need to flush what comes out of your body and toilet paper. And if you just stick to that, most of the clogged toilet issues go away and your toilet works just fine. The other thing with clogged drains, one of the big things that we see is try to avoid pouring grease down the drain. There's also a product now, we have a product that you can pour in your drains, and it contains beneficial bacteria that actually will kind of eat up the goo that builds up in your drain and keep them flowing freely. With leaky faucets, typically what we see is it's a water pressure issue. The water pressure is too high. That increased water pressure starts to really work on the faucets, the gaskets and everything, and it causes them to leak.
So how do you know when you have too much water pressure?
You would need to have a licensed plumber come out and take a look at that for you. Licensed plumber can put a pressure gauge on the system and tell you if you've got adequate water pressure or too much water pressure. And then if it is too much, there are steps that they can take to deal with that.
Replacing the water heater, that's a significant expense. What, if anything, can be done to extend the life of that water heater?
You really can extend the life of your water heater. It needs to be flushed out annually. So if you have a tanked water heater, or like a water heater tank, at least once a year, there's a place on the bottom where you can connect a hose pipe to it. Just connect your hose pipe to it, run the hose pipe outside. There's a faucet on the bottom of your water heater. Open that faucet up and just let water start flowing through it. It'll help to flush out all that sediment that gathers in the bottom of it. So you want to flush it out for at least 20 minutes or until the sediment stops coming out of the hose. And then once the clear water's coming out of the hose, turn the faucet off, turn it back on, you're good to go. If you have a tankless water heater, those need to be flushed annually as well. It's a little more complicated process with a tankless water heater, and the process varies a little bit by manufacturer. So you really need to read your owner's manual. A homeowner can do that, just like they can do the other one. It's just a little bit more complicated. Of course, a licensed plumber could take care of either one of those for you.
Thanks, Carrie. Those are good ideas that may save homeowners some money. Keep watching Home Services TV for more tips and ideas you can use in your home.